Welcome in, collective, for this new moon in Leo. We have cleansed the decks, cleared the space, grounded ourselves, asked for any spirits, angels, ancestors, divine creators, benevolent beings, whoever you resonate most with as your guides in this lifetime, to come forward and bring messages in the best and the highest good in alignment with your most ideal timeline. That is the timeline we are creating right here, right now. Diving right in, we did do a pre-shuffle. We had a few cards that came out a few different times. We shall see. Before I do that, the Fool's at the bottom of the deck. That was actually one of the cards that kept popping out during the pre-shuffle. So, taking on a new adventure. But what needs to be known? What's the strongest thing that the collective needs to know at this time for the new moon? Three of Wands. What new emotions are coming forward at this time for the collective? The Sun. Great. Your current energy is Justice and the Ace of Cups. And where do they feel vulnerable at this time? The Page of Cups. What makes them feel safe? The Seven of Wands. Where can they nurture themselves at? The Eight of Cups. I'm hearing two more. Okay. What blockages are stopping them? The World. And what strengths are empowering them? The Lovers. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. All right, let's see here. This Three of Wands, give me more on this. What's this great anticipation for the future success looking like? Where's this stemming from? What might they need to know about this? Is there anything additional that they need to know, hear, see, or feel at this time? Thank you. Getting that it's one of those things that you're going to be acting swiftly on, but that's not to say that you're acting without logic and reason and examining your options. But you're being still, you're going within, you're checking in with yourself. How are you feeling? How does it make you feel? What does the thought of this make you feel like versus the thought of something completely opposite? Where do you feel most at peace? Where are you excited to learn, to grow, to expand? Great. The Sun with the new emotions that are coming forward. That's joyful energy. And we have the Fool again. This is something new, taking that leap of faith. You have the Page of Swords, so you are learning. You're developing your skills, the world. I see that some of you could be doing this through online means or online learning. You could be going to school online or taking courses for a specific skill set or trade. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's see Justice and the Ace of Cups for where they're at currently. Ooh, coming in strong. I got that itchy nose, a tickle in my throat. All right. You're being guided away currently. Show me more on this. It's to balance things out and to replenish your cup. To center yourself, balance yourself, ground yourself. It's a time of planting seeds for the future. And doing so from a stable place, knowing that you're supported whether you can see it or not. You are supported, you are protected. That came out earlier while I was shuffling. You have the protection needed. Okay. So what's this Page of Cups and where the collective is feeling vulnerable? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Could be with finances. Could be with motherly instincts. Could feel like you haven't progressed enough. Feel like you're always giving more than you're getting. Show me one more. Yeah. You're vulnerable in this transition. Give me one more on this Queen of Pentacles, please. Nine of Cups. You're tapping into what makes you happy, what makes you feel safe and secure. You could see where you're feeling insecure. This new moon is definitely bringing out our shadow aspects, showing us that darker side, showing us where we might need to give a little more patience and nurturing, loving, caring, to do something differently. What's making them feel safe with the Seven of Wands? We have the Sun again. The Tower. Making you feel safe, huh? And Judgment. Alright, I can get behind that. Now, the Seven of Wands is about being resilient, having courage, standing your ground. This is definitely a time where you're seeing challenges and obstacles, but you have the determination to overcome it. You're feeling protective in some aspect of your life. It might be your interests or your beliefs. But you feel safe when you're inspired, when you see success or an abundance in possibly manifesting your wishes, your dreams, your desires. The Tower here doesn't feel bad, honestly. The Tower is, unexpected changes, but I feel like you're rolling with the punches. You're letting go of limiting beliefs. It's challenging where you stand and where you want to stand or where you want to be. You might have brought this Tower on yourself. You might have decided that something wasn't for you and you needed to move on. You needed to let that shit go to gain clarity and perspective. I'm seeing that you understand the motives, what you want, what you desire. That's true to you. That's a core belief for you. You can be totally transparent with yourself on that. That's where you're feeling safe. You don't mind having to stand up to others if they challenge you because you know in your heart the truest version of yourself that this is right. This is what feels right. This is what makes me happy. It brings me joy. It inspires me. It inspires others. Wherever I was before can no longer be where I'm going. That's who I was. It's no longer who I am. That was a part of me or a part of my life, but no longer. I've put it down. I've put it to the side. I'm stepping into this new version of myself. I'm creating the life that I want to live. And I'm fostering that. You might have allowed others to judge you before, or judged yourself too harshly before. I see that it's hard for you to nurture those sides of you that you feel are inadequate or not good enough or might just be a little abrasive for some. You find it hard to love those versions of you. And I'm getting that you might need to ask yourself the question, why do I feel that way? Why is it hard for me to love that version of myself? What is that version of myself trying to do for me? Was I taught that that's not okay? If so, do I believe that it's not okay? Do I believe that it's being triggered by something else and I can manage it and control it? not in a domineering way either. It's like an acceptance of this part of you. An acceptance that this makes me who I am. And this shows me where something is not in alignment for me. And if I take a step to the side when I feel that way, or I shift direction when I feel that way, then I can find the truth. I can find clarity. All right, I'm liking it. So show me where they can nurture themselves with this Eight of Cups is walking away. We have the Seven of Swords. The Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Wands. You're following your passions. 100% following your passions. You're putting aside, again, that which doesn't serve you. You are making the choice to walk away. The Seven of Swords tells me that you might not be sharing your plans with everyone. You might be moving in silence. You might be making these moves and not fully letting on the entire story to others. You're kind of shielding that, protecting that. You're being strategic in your moves and how you're proceeding. It's definitely a streamline decision. You're pulling in resources, knowledge, wit, determination. You're being ambitious, you're being assertive. And you're finding success. You're finding this joy and passion and creativity and reconnection with who you are and what it feels like to love yourself. You're chasing those dreams and you're having the courage and enthusiasm to take that action, to pursue the adventure. I just heard to go crazy. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but alright. Go a little bit crazy. Maybe you need to like shake loose some stagnant energy that's in you, and you need to get up and you need to move around and dance and shake it all out. You know? Just flail your arms around a bit. I want to scream and shout and let it all out. Yep. All right. So, what are the blockages here with the world? I'm seeing this as it could be like social media feeds that you're kind of stuck scrolling through, reels or, I don't know, social media. What's going on with Peggy Sue down the road? I don't know. Page of Wands. Temperance. I'm hearing reel it in. One more, please. Thank you. The wheel is turning in your favor if you let it. The wheel will continue to turn, and if you don't recognize what side of the wheel you're on, you might just fall off. But really, what does this mean? So we have the world. This Page of Wands, though, this is definitely like pursuing your passion, honing your skills, trying new things, being creative, having that kind of playful, youthful spark to you and like a pep in your step. You're igniting your own passions. And you could be fueling them too much. Now, so as a blockage for these things, it could be that you're having a difficult time balancing, breaking through karmic lessons or points of chaos. You're trying to balance things and find harmony. I'm getting that your patience is wearing thin, which doesn't surprise me with the Leo energy, because if you're not used to Leo energy, it is definitely a fast-paced, fast-moving, fiery energy. So it's quick, it's decisive, it doesn't always think things through. It doesn't always take that time to pause. It's like, oh, this happened. Oh, I need to make this move now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then you might sit back and be like, whew, that was a lot. Now what just happened? Okay, did I go down a rabbit hole? Did I spend too much time doing this one thing when I should have been actually focusing my energy somewhere else? That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from that. So, what strengths empower the collective at this time? The Lovers. It's definitely a choice card. This doesn't always have to be about a significant other. We do have the Two of Pentacles, which again represents a choice. This decision to be made, this way or that way. Can I keep it balanced? Can I do both? Is that an option? Why, yes, you can. But you have to be thoughtful about it. You have to educate yourself. You have to find the inner courage. And that's also part of what this Tower is that's coming forward, is you finding that inner courage to take steps. And even with the Fool, that leap of faith that you had to take, or that you are taking, because that could also be what's coming in. These new emotions and feelings that you might not have really recognized were there, kind of simmering, building up pressure. And now it's time for you to take a pause, to celebrate where necessary with friends or loved ones. You're finding stability at home. where you're able to create some sort of stability for yourself. You're definitely juggling a lot and working to find your equilibrium, but that's your strength right now. So you can find empowerment in just looking at all the things that you are doing, all the things that you have been juggling, how much you've done and accomplished. You can absolutely see that and build upon that. You can see where you've learned things, started to do things differently, said no and meant it, didn't cave or give in, had that difficult discussion. All right, last thing for the collective, please. Any last messages for them in their best and highest good for this new moon in Leo? Chaos, it's the storm spirit. It's also card number 42. A fierce and massive storm has overtaken the forest. Trees are whipping back and forth. A torrent of rain pounds your head and shoulders. Crashes of thunder shake the earth as ragged shards of lightning illuminate the dark woods. This card acknowledges potential chaos, or even the need for chaos as an activator for healing in your life. Spiritual chaos allows for the dissolution of outmoded beliefs, so expansive, energetic life force energy can fill your life. If you are experiencing upheaval right now, know that the underlying energy is restorative. Embrace it rather than deny or suppress it. You are being healed on all levels. Of course, take time to find the calm in the storm, but also understand that the chaos can be beneficial in many ways. It can activate your creative life force. Alternatively, if your life is too calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be a time to create some chaos within your life. Try doing things differently. Step out of those old routines. If you're always early, be late. Beneath the surface, profound shifts and transformations are occurring. Although many assume that nothing good comes from a massive storm, every part of nature has value. For example, downed trees provide habitats for many kinds of animals, and lightning helps fertilize the soil. There's enough electrical energy in lightning to separate the nitrogen atoms in the air, which fall to the earth with the rain and combine with minerals to form nitrates, a type of fertilizer. Look for the silver lining in the current upheaval. The spirit of the storm says, shred outmoded thinking and self-imposed blockages. Tear down walls of self-imposed limitations. Step into chaos and embrace it rather than trying to suppress it. Do the unexpected. That gave me chills. I love it. Great messages. You're heading in the right direction. You might question things every now and then, but you got this. I believe in you. Your guides believe in you. We're here if you need us. Until next time, toodles!